I realize that a lot of young people, singles, think a relationship is a competition. Both of you are not competing with each other.
No.
Rather, you're partnering with each other, being there for each other. And when this friendship happens as singles, in the level of dating, in the level of courtship, you find out that as they are progressing, it becomes bigger, better, you know, they enjoy each other the more, all right? But let's look at another thing. In this discussion of trying to know each other, trying to find out about each other, what of a situation where, you know, there are people who actually pretend?
Okay, yeah. Let me quickly start. There is an article I wrote. You know, I describe this kind of people as canopy ministers.
Canopy?
Ministers.
Okay.
People from canopy ministries.
Okay.
People who are under canopy ministries, or put it like that. You know.
So which one is canopy ministries?
Now, look at it. There are people that you think they are with you, but they are not with you. They are just canopy that can move it anytime and rain will fall on you.
Yeah.
You understand? I have seen a girl, she had suitors, and different suitors were coming. This girl kept rejecting them. She rejected them because of a guy, without knowing that this guy himself is not seeing her as a marriageable person.
Wow.
After some time, the guy sent her wedding invitation.
Oh my.
She almost died. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
So now, why do people find themselves in this kind of situation? People, they are in a relationship. The guy hasn't proposed. He's not talking about marriage. And you've been there for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. What are you doing? And you're not asking questions. This guy is asking you for sex, and probably you are even sleeping with him. But you think asking him questions about marriage
will make him angry.
Will make you look desperate
and look cheap. Meanwhile, him asking for sex.
But he's asking for sex, and
it's
not desperation.
He's not desperate.
You understand?
I just hope
the act of asking for sex is not desperation. It's not bad. He asked for so many other things. It's not bad. But you now asking him questions
like, where are
like,
we going?
Are we
even going to be together?
What are we doing? We've been together for 6 months. We've been together for 1 year. You haven't said anything.
Yeah.
What's your plans?
Yeah.
It's wisdom. It's not foolishness, and it's not desperation, because your future, your destiny, your life, they are involved.
But Freshman, I'd like to ask this question: why do some guys, young guys, actually think that when a lady, okay, just like you said now, you be with a lady 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you're not saying anything, and the lady, woman's up, not man's up, woman's up, comes up with a question, like it's not like she's confrontational, all right, you know, both of you are talking and you start. And another thing I realize about people like this is that they avoid talking about the future.
Yeah.
But
and even when when they talk about the future, sometimes that person is not in it.
You're not in it. I have 2 questions. Number 1, why do guys feel that when a lady asks that question, what are we doing? Like, we've been together for 6 years, we've been together for 1 year, we've been together for 2 years, for 3 years. You're not saying anything. Where are we going? Where is this relationship heading to? Why do guys think it's desperation? Then number 2, why do ladies think that, some ladies actually think that if I ask this question, I'll lose this person? Why that fear? And you see them sticking to that person. At the end of the day, when the person sends an invitation card over to them, they'll start crying. They'll feel heartbroken. but you did not make the move that you were supposed to make.
Yeah, the thing there is that, a lot of times, some of these ladies, they are afraid of this heartbreak. But most often, they end up having the worst one.
Yeah.
Because it is better you initiate a move and get heartbroken.
Yeah, true.
Than heartbreak coming like a shock to you when you barely expected.
Least expected it.
Now, there are a couple of ways which a woman can find out if a man is serious.
Okay.
One is this: you can, without asking the guy, "Are you serious with me? Do you want to marry me?"
Without being
direct.
Right? Yeah.
You can ask questions. Tell him a story. Imagine, my parents called me. There is this guy that have been trying to marry me for years. They want me to marry him. The guy is okay, but I'm in a relationship with you. Should I go honor my parents' invitation by going home to see the guy? If the guy doesn't stop you, he has no plans.
True.
He doesn't love you.
Yeah.
He has no such, because if a guy truly wants to have you, as soon as you talk about another guy,
he quickly say no.
He becomes jealous.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Says, no.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
But there are ladies. This thing must not happen for you to say.
There are ladies that...
Just yesterday, on the social media, a lady called her boyfriend to prank her boyfriend and told her boyfriend, "I'm pregnant."
Okay.
And the guy said, "Let me call you back shortly." The guy called back and said, "I can't marry you. You're not a marriageable material. Don't call my number again. In fact, you won't even get me again." He blocked her in all social media platforms and threw away his SIM card.
My goodness. So what?
It was a prank.
So what did the lady...
She started crying. You want to ask me what she did?
What did she do?
She had been crying since yesterday, so I don't know her next action.
But is it not better for her?
Because you understand?
At least she has now found out.
What if she had gotten pregnant, Tony? But some foolish ones will still tell the guy that
it's not true.
It's a prank.
It's a prank.
And the guy will get angry, and they will be the one begging.
Freshman, why do ladies behave like that?
Sometimes...
What can we do? Sometimes I feel like probably maybe we're not doing enough sensitization.
Sometimes when I look at my daughter, I get afraid.
Why? Of what?
I get afraid because sometimes when I hear stupidity of some ladies,
that's part of the reasons why parenting plays a great role. How we turn out. We've looked at parenting before on this program. We're still going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Parenting plays a great role in how anybody turns out. Imagine a situation where a parent keeps assuring the young young man, be bold. Your self-esteem, your self-confidence, you're more than enough. You don't need anybody.
You have what it takes.
You have what it takes to have anybody, to have anything.
A man should beg you.
A man should honor you, should respect you.
It's a natural thing that a man should say, please.
Yeah.
Because he's
even as the man, you have all it takes to have the kind of lady you want.
Yes.
You don't need to beg any
without
lady.
pretending, without faking anything.
If you want her, you can actually get her. And you don't even need to use any form of you don't need to be biased about anything. Do you understand? It's really important that parents train their girl child, the boy child, to be self-confident. Because it's a situation where you prank your boyfriend and you wanted to know whether the person loves you or not. You tell him, okay, I'm pregnant, and he calls you and said, you're not marriageable, blah, 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 and all that.
Whereas he has been having sex with
I'm telling you. And all of a sudden, you start begging him, oh, is it
No, you just, it was a prank, and he was like, why must you prank me?
Why must you prank me like that?
If I don't call my
line.
And you're the one begging.
And you're now begging. As though he's,
and you still continue having sex with him without considering the possibility. What if
And again,
pregnancy comes?
He's not even thinking about future with you. He's not even.
So-
You've
so-
seen
so-
from that prank that you are not in his future.
So the truth is that
But apart from pranking, this one you just talked about, what other things?
okay. Now another way a lady can communicate a guy to find out whether the guy is serious is, why not? For instance, when I was dating my wife, the first thing she told me after some time is, my parents said I would want to meet you. If you tell a guy who is not serious with you that your father wants to meet him, if he's not serious with you, he'll run away.
He'll run away. He'll say, no, meet me for what? What for?
You understand?
Yes. Meet me for what? What for?
What is the problem? Why does your father want to meet me? He was asking me, are you in a relationship? I said yes. Say how serious? I said on my own side, very, very serious. But I don't really know about the guy. And he said, tell him to come. If the guy is not serious, he won't go. You understand? This is one way a lady can find out. It's another way that a lady can find out. Or she can ask question. What's your plans for us? You can ask, when do you intend to get married? At least you have an idea of what this person is thinking. It's very, very important. Because guys, if you ask them, they say they are studying the girl. Girls has turned to university courses. Engineering course where one has to study 5 years.
And the girl is not studying the guy. It's the guy that is studying the girl. Why is it always like that? Yeah. As though women don't have a say.
Yeah. The thing there is that you see, most guys, or do I use most, or some guys think that they are doing a lady a favor. That's why one of the best advice we need to start giving to young people is be useful to yourself.
True.
Have something you can, you understand, have something you can boast of apart from your physical appearance. True. You understand?
What are you bringing to the table?
You understand?
You know, if you go on social media, you see a lot of, I made a post on my Facebook page, and okay, look at what happened. A guy entered the DM of a girl. For the first time that they are talking, he started requesting for 30,000 naira. And I'm like...
From the girl?
From the girl. And I'm like, what is this? What is happening? What is going on here? You know? It has gone so bad that some guys on social media, when they meet a lady on social media, they think, okay, another ATM.
If I talk about marriage.
Some ladies, the same thing. When they meet a guy on social media, they think another ATM. And a lot of unverified, no certificates, no training, fake counselors all over social media.
Yeah.
Saying horrible things about relationships. Telling women that...
Specialists, divorcee specialists.
Telling ladies that, the guy is there for your own bidding. The guy is there to give you anything. The guy is there to give you all the money in the world. You shouldn't bring anything to the table. It was actually a discussion. It was a debate. There was a debate I was listening to, and they were discussing. Should a lady bring something to the table? That the lady shouldn't bring anything to the table. That it's the guy that should do everything. Without ladies knowing that when you allow a guy to do, even in marriages, when you allow your husband to do everything, you are indirectly caging yourself without your knowledge.
Yeah, the truth of the matter is that God has given men and women potentials. And everybody has a gift. And I'm not speaking for God, but I have it in my spirit that on the last day, God is still going to ask us individually what we use our gifts for.
True,
The kind
true,
of
true.
impact we are
We
able
made
to, make with our
with the
gifts.
gifts he has given, just like
You
the parable
understand?
of the talent.
So now, as a woman, if you check women that men play with, men make mess of, are women that, one, they don't have financial muscles, two, they don't have anything.
Not at all.
The only thing that can boast of is their private organ, and sometimes
But
they
what,
don't know
what you're
how
saying
to
is
cook.
truth. What you're
You
saying is
understand?
truth. Yeah.
They are coming into a man's life empty-handed. And this kind of people, if they tell you the kind of men they want a man that has it all, but there has nothing. There has nothing to offer. And there's so much belief that their body alone, without knowing that there are other women who carry that same body, who carry better body than theirs. But they believe that their body is their asset, that as long as they have the body, they're okay with the man. But the man now coming, and you are not the only person he's talking with. There are women men don't play with. If a man is coming to marry a woman that has something tangible to offer, you don't play with such a woman.
Sure.
Because you don't just want her. She's not just like every other young woman. There is something she has that many do not have. So when you are approaching her, you choose your words.
True.
You try as much as possible not to disrespect her.
True. True.
You understand?
Yeah.
You know deep down that you're not doing her any favor. She's marrying you not because of what you have, because she has too. So when you are approaching her, you're careful. She's not afraid of you waking up one day to say you don't want again. It will not move her. Because you're not the one buying her sanitary pad for her.
She said bye-bye.
You're not the one paying her
She
house
said
rent for her.
bye-bye.
If you are driving a car, she's driving a car as well.
Yeah.
She has a good job, you have your own. So you cannot call her on phone and say, I want to see you tonight. When she may have a job early morning tomorrow. But if you are a jobless girl and he calls you and say, make sure you are in my house by 7 p.m., what are you going to tell him you're doing?
Nothing.
Where are you going to tell him you will
Absolutely.
go?
The worst thing is that he will even send money. Transport
So
money.
he will send you transport money.
And a lot of women, a lot of ladies actually think that they are the wise ones. They actually think that, oh, he's mumu. Like, he can do anything I say.
I have a guy. He met a lady. And this lady happens to be a humble type. But she's from a very rich family.
Okay.
And when she read economics and management after her studies, she decided to do business. So she opened a very big supermarket in Abuja.
Yeah.
So she came back to the village. This my friend also came back to the village. And they met. So now from the village, the lady went to Enugu. I think her auntie stays in Enugu. So she said she wanted to spend at least 1 month in the southeast. So when my guy, we were together, he called her on phone, and the lady was like, okay, he asked the lady, how do we see? Can we see today? I'm coming to Enugu, I'm coming into the town, so can we see? The lady was like, I've planned my day, I have to make my hair, and I have to also visit a mall to buy some stuffs, and then probably have a little treat, before going to bed. And I may need to see spa as well. So as soon as the guy hung the phone, he was now telling us that the lady has started giving him list that she want to do her hair. She want to go for shopping. She want to go to spa. She want to give herself a treat. And some of the guys feel like, don't call her again. That is below. But the guy, because the guy was in love, The guy now said, okay, I am coming. Like, can you give me an idea of how much all this will cost? And the lady said, for what? Why do you want me to give you an idea of, do you want to also make your hair, or you want to go to spa, or you want to have a treat, or you want to go for shopping? The guy said, but you said you are going for shopping. The lady said, told him, you were not in the plan. I already made up my mind that I want to do all these things for today. You called me because of my time, not because of the money of what I'm going to buy or do for myself. Because already making that plan means I can afford to do these things. So if you are doing it for me, you should have been the one that told me today you have to do your hair, you have to do this, do that. And then he said, well, if you want to know how much it will cost, I have about 500K for it.
Huh?
You understand? About 500,000 for it. So if you want to, the only thing, if you want to follow me, you can come, we'll go. But I just had to tell you that my day is a busy one. I can't hang out with you as you requested. That's why I told you these things.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, okay, let me come. I'll go with you.
Okay.
You know. And his reason for wanting to go with her is he wants to really know
whether she can spend 500K.
You understand?
Yeah.
And the guy went. And while they were shopping, the lady was like, this car will be good on you. And according to the guy, he said the can 60-something thousand. As of 3 years ago, she bought it for him. She bought T-shirt for him.
Wow.
You understand? But the guy, he said the funny thing is that the lady, if you're looking at her, you think she has nothing. She didn't come back home with car. She was using taxi and so on and so forth. So the guy now, that day, the guy now concluded that he wants to marry the lady.
But the guy, does he have a good job?
No, the guy is a business guy. He's a rich guy.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
But the mistake he now made was that after the shopping, when he came back, he told us. Then the next day, he proposed to the lady on phone. And the lady was like, what nonsense? You don't know me. And you are already proposing to me.
Is it about the money? Is it my money?
So, no, according to him, he said, the lady told him, tell me your motivation.
Okay.
We've been talking for more than 1 week.
Just more than 1 week?
We've been talking. No, the lady said, we've been talking for more than 1 week. You never talked
marriage
about marriage or anything, even relationship. You're just like, you're my sister. I like you. Then you talked about shopping. You went out with me. For just less than 24 hours.
You proposed. You asked the all-important question.
Me to marry you.
Yeah.
Lady said, don't call my number again.
Wow.
This is not how to go about it. My guy got sick.
Ewo.
We started whining the lady. I sent her a text message because she knows my family particularly. I sent her a text message. And myself now, she knows I'm a married person. I sent her a text message. I said, can I talk to you? She said, okay, that she's in Enugu. She's in her auntie's place. If I can come, no problems. I didn't tell her I'm calling her because of
the guy.
But she said if we can talk over the phone too. But the guy was like, let us go to Enugu, that he can no longer eat or sleep. In fact, he already told his parents that he has found someone he wants to marry that day.
So did she finally agree?
So we went to Enugu. When the lady saw the guy with me, she was upset. So why must I behave like that? That the guy, you now using me to see her or what? And I told him, this guy is my friend. And look at, he truly loves you. The lady said, freshman, I read your book, not all of your books. If you are speaking because this guy is your friend, it's a different thing. But for you to come in here to tell me that he truly loves you means that
Your books are...
You're not
You're
practicing
not
what is
practicing
in your
what you
book.
wrote. Oh my God. That was a hit. I mean, that
You
was a big
understand?
one. When she told you that, how did you feel?
No, I smiled. I said, he's my friend. And I
Okay.
have to be there for him.
Yeah.
She now said, okay, freshman, what is there is, anytime you want us to talk, we talk. We can't talk now.
Okay.
Because if we are going to talk, it should be between me and you, and not somebody that has eyes on me. That there are things I will say, it will look like I'm embarrassing him.
Okay.
You understand? And I wouldn't want to do that. So that was how that meeting ended. So later on, the next day I called her, and she told me she has a flight to catch.
Okay.
She'll be leaving for Abuja, you know, but then we can speak on phone. You know, I told the guy to try to speak to her. The guy called her, they started talking again. But the lady said, if it's for marriage,
Forget
I will
it.
not marry you because you're desperate.
Oh, wow.
You don't know me. That you are the kind of guy, looking at you physically, that any lady, and you are a soft person, so any lady can marry you, but I'm a very strong woman. You won't be able to marry me. I don't want you to be crying because you can easily get carried away. That's why you proposed after that shopping. That you proposed to me because of you have not seen a girl who spent money maybe on you or like that. You are used to spending for girls, you know. And the lady said, well, that it's not as if she doesn't want to get married or she's too big for him, but she has plans that she'll be leaving by October. This thing was happening in February. She'll be leaving by October to do her master's in the UK. So, and she cannot tell a guy to start waiting for her to finish her master's and come back, because she may go there and meet someone else.
Exactly.
So it's as good as that. But if she comes back and she's single and he decides to come, that she will pray about it and think about it and look at him very well and then decide. You know, that was how the whole thing ended. You know, the guy wanted to marry immediately. The guy eventually married someone else.
Okay.
You know, the lady traveled.
At least the guy, he probably learned his lessons because he was too fast. He was too forward,
because
right?
Ladies were fucking around him. Ladies, in fact, he's doing very well. He's a very young person, and he's financially, he's doing very well. He has built a very good duplex in the village. You know, a single person. You know, the place he's staying in Lagos, he built the house himself. So he's doing very well for himself. But definitely not all ladies are after money. There are ladies that they can make their own money. And they are very, very sure that they can make their own money. So they don't want to marry any man because of money.
Of money, and that is part of the reason. You were saying something.
And some of these, they have plans for themselves.
True.
And they know that if you come into their lives, or they come into your life, that some of these plans
will
they
not
will not be able to fulfill it. For instance, if she agrees to marry the guy, the idea of traveling to the UK to do her master's may become abortive.
True.
Eventually, she traveled to UK to do her. I think she made first class there.
Oh wow.
She was celebrated that year, and then I don't know whether she came back, because I've not seen her till now.
Okay.
You know, I've not seen her. I doubt if she's in the country at the moment. So that's it. So there are ladies that, if you see who they are, you beg them.
True.
Because a man should beg.
True.
But there are ladies that, a lady who is asking you money for sanitary pad, you know, she's asking you money virtually for everything.
And the worst thing is that she doesn't.
The worst thing is that
she doesn't even understand that she should not be asking for money. She doesn't even understand that she thinks that she's the wise one. You know, that's the worst part of it. And I think by this conversation we're having, you know, ladies and gentlemen, guys, they should try to understand themselves. If you're trying to get into a relationship, know yourselves.
And know the person.
Know the person.
Yeah,
You know, this story you just shared right now is very apt.
Take
Now
your
imagine
time.
imagine a situation if this your friend, if he took his time, maybe after the girl spent the money, he calmed down, like he held himself, you know.
And probably have a return match.
Exactly. No, it's not actually a competition, but
No, it's not a competition, but at least
there are actually some ladies that if they do something for you and you try to overdo it, they'll sense that.
It's not necessarily overdoing it, Oma. If I was in the guy's shoe, after that shopping, all I would have done is I'll call her from home.
Okay.
I said, thank you for today. I really appreciate. No one has done this kind of thing for me before. And I'll end it there. Maybe 1 or 2 days, I'll still call her, say, how are you doing?
Were they already dating?
We are not dating.
They just met.
The guy met her in the thing. Like I told you, she came back.
Okay.
You know. But if a guy start talking to you as a lady, you should be able to know where he is going.
Yeah, true.
But the guy doesn't want to move too fast.
Okay.
Because he wants to be sure of the girl. Not because he's not a fast mover, but he wants to take his time to get to know the girl. But when the guy performed that magic, he became that fast.
He said, let me shoot my shoot.
You
Let me
understand?
shoot my shoot.
So it would have even been better if that guy had made the move. Would have been better if that guy had made the move before that shopping.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because the lady herself, she's now thinking that the guy is coming because of the money.
The money.
The guy believes that she has money.
Money.
And this is a lady that doesn't know you very well.
True.
That house you built, she doesn't know about it. You understand? The one you have in Lagos,
She doesn't know about it.
she doesn't know you have
and
it.
just because of that wrong move, she actually concluded
understand?
that he's
It's
there
a
for the
gold
money.
digger.
He's a gold digger.
You understand? And so this kind of thing is something that you would have, she's been able, now she has given you a clue of who she is financially. Why don't you also try to give her a little clue
of who you are?
You can invite her
well.
to your house. You have one of the best houses in the village. Inviting her to your house is not doing too much. Like,
or you can actually give it time. You know,
give
it time.
If you start giving,
develop friendship, and
if you
build
start
on
giving her too much time, she may slip off your hand. But you will not run the speed.
Yeah.
For instance, if I was the guy, maybe I will call her first and say I shared my testimony with my mom, and she insists she want to see you. In fact, she said she want to speak to you on phone, but I said no. That you may be embarrassed. But she told me she want to see you. I told her that you won't come. But I'll give it, I promise her I will just give it a try. And I'll tell her, I know you may not want to come, but I have to fulfill the promise I made to my mom. Please, can you come?
Oh, freshman.
You're not coming to see me.
One.
Can you come? You understand?
But thinking about it, someone you just met.
She may say no. You understand? But I'm indirectly telling her that she's in the family already.
Yeah.
And she's a subject of discussion already. That we want to see her. And what am I saying? The canvas you bought me, I wore it, and I told my mom, a lady from this village bought it. You understand? I am not the one being persuasive. I am telling a story. You understand? And of course, girls that like storytelling. They like storytellers.
My goodness.
You understand?
Yeah.
And so gradually, even if she decides not to come, you can still tell her you want to see her again. A girl wants to be chased, but she doesn't want to be chased beyond her step, so that she doesn't fall. The guy chases her outside the track. You understand? But you can keep pursuing the girl without making anything by force. can we see again? If she says no, no problems. What about next week? Tell me anywhere I can come. If you can give me the honor of coming, wow, that's a miracle for me. Girls want you to talk smart. They want you to reason well. And they want you to respect them. Because you're asking for something from them at that point. They call the shot. A woman calls the shot when you're toasting her, when you want to marry her.
And it's really important for women to put themselves in that position where they'll be toasted. Because when you leave yourself so cheap, and that's part of the reasons why we've said that a woman should have something doing. When a lady has something that she does,
it gives her confidence.
True.
She's not carried away. Because the problem with many ladies is that a guy toasts you today, you take it up from there tomorrow. You are the one doing the toasting. He asks you out today. You're not the one telling him about your hairdo. You're not the one telling him about your birthday. You're telling him literally about everything.
My goodness.
You want him to take you out. We don't have all the time. We don't have 6 minutes before
we need to wrap it up. We need to wrap it up. So basically today, we've been having this very beautiful conversation, and it's really important for a guy and a lady to get to know each other. You know, and while you're getting to know each other, ask basic questions.
Sure.
Okay. Probably maybe one of these days we're going to look at this idea of getting pregnant before marriage. Maybe in our next edition we look at the dangers, the advantages, disadvantages, and what people can actually do when they are faced with such situation. We are going to look at it next time on the program. But meanwhile, as you're dating, as you're courting, find out about this person, become friends, you know this person for who he is, and take it one step at a time. That's it from me. I am Alma. You're very sweet at On Radiant TV. Fresh?
Okay, knowing someone is not a day job, you know, but knowing someone shouldn't take years as well. You know, take your time, ask necessary questions, but definitely you shouldn't ask questions from everybody, so that you don't ask questions from the enemy of that person, because of course what do you expect? And as a woman, as a man, as a woman have something a guy is looking for. As a man have something a lady is looking for. If you have it, it will take a long time for that person to discover you're really good for marriage, because meeting you is not actually discovering you. So with this, I want to say a very big thank you to Oma.
Thank you.
Yes, and also to you out there watching us, and hope you will see you again next week Tuesday. I'm Freshman.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.